This is Bob Maloney from MyMMANews, and I am talking to Cole Fetzner. Am I saying it right, Cole?
Hey, yeah, you skipped there, but yeah, Cole Fetzner, Westside Muay-Thai from Ottowa, Ontario.
Beautiful. Cole is making the trip down from Canada to Allentown, PA to fight in the main event against Davis Oracio at USKA A Night at the Fight's coming up. Since this is the first time we got to talk, Cole, tell me a little bit about your background, what you did growing up, what got you involved in, mixed martial arts and on to Muay Thai and kickboxing.
Well, growing up in Canada, I was, as a lot of Canadians are, I was a hockey player. And when I got drafted into the higher ranks of hockey, I found what I could offer a team was fighting. I was good at fighting people, and I was good at the violenter side of the sport of hockey. So I played out my earlier pro career until I was about 20, and I found out that I liked fighting more than I liked all of the having to handle a puck in between. So a couple of my coaches were kind of like, if you like fighting so much, just go fight. And then as soon as I turned 21 and my eligibility for the major junior or the bigger leagues in Canada came up, I made the move over to Muay Thai. And I started fighting Muay Thai as an amateur. I had an extensive amateur career in Canada. And yeah, now I'm down there fighting some pro Muay Thai. I fought some pro MMA. Pretty much if people are willing to pay me to fight somebody, I'm willing to get in there and fight somebody.
Can you tell me a couple of the highlights or a couple of the moments so far of your career that you really remember that were, important to you?
There's been a lot of highlights. Like, there's been a lot of ups and downs along the road. Obviously, 50 plus amateur fights, and this will be my 10th pro fight, including my MMA career. But I've gotten signed to some big MMA organizations like TKO in Canada. I got signed to Lion Fight Muay Thai. I fought against their world 205 champion, who's a weight class above where I usually fight at. I lost that one. I came back with a big knockout on my next fight with that promotion. I had a big win on the USKA promotion, which I felt like I could have got the knockout if it wasn't a 3-round fight. But luckily, this next one will be a 5-round fight, and I'll be able to get the knockout, I'm hoping.
Are you a film guy? Have you researched your opponent? Do you like to find out as much as you can about him? Some guys don't like to look at any film at all. How do you feel about it?
I've seen him fight twice live, and he's been in the arena when I fought before, so I kind of have an idea what he's about, and I like to leave that aspect of fight training to my coaches, because that's why you pay your coaches. That's why you have people around you who create these game plans for you. When I go out into a fight, I try to be as much of a blank slate as I can possibly be, and my coaches are like the puppeteers who just tell me, he's susceptible to this, because they can see things better from the outside. And that's why I always say when you're coaching an amateur fighter or someone at a lower level, the best thing that a fighter can do is just listen. If you can throw things with complete faith in your coaches and complete faith in your team, then your chances of winning a fight they go up exponentially. So I have that, and I believe our team has a good game plan, as we always do, and we'll just go in there and do what they tell me to do.
That's great, man. Gary tells me you have a pretty nice contingent, considering the distance you have to travel. That you're bringing up a caravan of a nice group of fans that people will root you on. Tell me about that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about people coming. I'm like a pretty reclusive guy when it comes to training for fights, as like most of my close family and friends will tell you. When it comes to fights, people are like, oh, I want tickets, I want this, I want that. I'm not going to be the guy who's selling tickets before a fight or telling people, oh, come on, drive down, or getting anything set up. I got one goal in mind. I got one person in front of me, one obstacle, and that's Davis Oracio, and he is a very formidable goal. So I got a lot of things to worry about. So whoever comes down, they're going to be treated to some of the highest level Muay Thai that you're going to be able to see on the pro circuit in the United States, and you're not going to waste your money if you come to this fight.
Well, I'm excited to see you, Cole. Once again, Cole Fetzner coming down from Canada to take on Davis Oracio in the main event, USKA A Night at the Fights. Listen, before we go, get some shout-outs to if you have any sponsors, any training partners, anybody that you want to give some love to.
Yeah, I'd love to, as always, I'm going to give love to Westside Muay Thai, the guys who, they train me every day. My coach, James Mahoney, my my crew, Wayne, all the guys, all the guys who are going to come down and be there screaming like crazy people in the crowd when I win this belt.
Well, listen, Cole, have a great final week of preparations. If you have to do any weight cutting, best of luck with that. And have a very safe trip down to Pennsylvania. And I look forward to seeing you ringside, my man. Appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank you.